upon a Himalayan trek, made the Gadsar Pass, which is supposed to be one of the most dangerous passes. Dark clouds seemed to mount the sky from all over. It started raining heavily, accompanied by cold breeze. The path was narrow, slippery, and ascent steep. Nothing to cling on to except grass. Horses with loads were seen tumbling down the mountains. A lady, completely drenched, shivering, and freezing, had no other option than to just sit down on the narrow path. She was frantically waiting for help. Descending down the mountain was a cow approaching in her direction. The sight of the cow sent a shiver down her spine. She was flabbergasted as she realized a small push by the cow could send her tumbling down the mountain. She realized that she only had a few seconds to live. The cow just passed behind her, leaving her untouched. That lady was none other than me. Those moments made me realize, love life as much as possible and live every moment of your life to the fullest. The impeccable nature around me, the huge mountains, made me realize how tiny I was in that creation. Any moment I could be gone and it would not have made any difference to nature. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. I'm Padmaja, an ardent nature lover. I've been incredibly fortunate to have had great parents and best family. I was born and brought up in Bangalore. I was married in 1994 when I was just 19 years old. Many a time when I share this with my friends, the usual response I get is, what, child marriage? But I think I've been very fortunate to have found such a companion who's been a great motivator and a constant support. Marriage was a big change in my life, as is for most girls. It is all about the change, you see. Change is the beginning of something new. And if you're able to control the change for good, what better? My husband was transferred to Raichur and I had to move with him. I completed my final year BSc there. I also kept myself busy taking tuitions for high school students, learning embroidery, painting, learning different styles of swimming, learned to ride a bike, car, and whatnot. I realized I could never keep myself idle. There was always a fire in me to explore myself. As a hobby, I did my master's in counseling and psychotherapy. I also did my master's in information technology later. After about 10 years, we decided to move to Bangalore. When the winds of change blow, some build walls and some windmills, I got into Sun Microsystems. From a homemaker who's been a homemaker for about 10 years and then moving on to become a corporate worker was a big change for me. I embraced this change. I trusted this magical beginning. My kids are now taller than me. The elder one is doing her fourth semester engineering, while the younger one is doing her 11th standard. I keep myself busy with yoga. I'm keen on keeping myself fit with yoga, meditation, exercises. Trekking has become a hobby since a few years. For me, life is all about the trials and tribulations of exploring oneself. Hence, I embrace the changes and continue to learn and explore. Never stop learning, because life never stops teaching. That is why I'm here to Toastmasters.